Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Early Morning Coffee Talks. It's Monday. It is Monday. Um, Man, last night I had this particular topic on my brain all night. And so I got up early this morning. Typically on Monday with my days off, I sleep in a little bit, but I just had to get up and just really make my notes about this particular topic because this is one of my personal challenges, and it's so powerful, man, that I really want to flesh it out to you guys. And it's basically on the hardest decision you ever make in your life. Right? That right there, you like, wait a minute. What do you mean? So listen, most people don't get what they want out of life, right? It's not because they're not smart enough, they don't work hard enough. It's because us, we never actually decide what we want. We just never decide. Life, society, and expectations pull us away and pull us in every direction unless we take control. So the hardest decision you will make, I'll make, we'll make, isn't about what career we want to choose, who we want to marry, where we want to live. It'll be about deciding what we truly want out of life, right? What we truly want out of life, what you really want out of life. We live in this world where it constantly tries to program us through advertisements. It tells us what we should buy. Social media tell us how we should look. Our cultures tell us what success should be. If you don't consciously define your own path, life is going to decide for us. It just will. It is. And the truth is, and I learned this, and I think this is what took me from a boy to a man. Number one, nobody's coming to save us. Nobody was coming to save me at 16 when I was on my own, right? And nobody's going to tell us what we should do. Now, they tell us what they think we should do. They tell us what they only know what they know, so they try to give us their path or attempt to give us the path that they know. But they don't really know what's for us. And the truth of the matter is they really don't know what's for them. They've went through the same program, but there are a few people that do break out and who figure out what it is for them. But it's the hardest decisions to make. And again, it's because of what I just articulated with the world around us and how it constantly pulls us towards what it wants us to do. Right? The biggest difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't have clarity, the ones who succeed, they make the decision, they decide. They just decide. They didn't guess. They're not waiting for a sign. They not just hoped that things will happen. They decided what they wanted and they pursued it relentlessly. And that is where I'm currently at right now. I made the decision and I'm pursuing it, but I never knew how much work it would be. Every day, every decision, you have to be relentless. And it takes energy, mentally, physically, and spiritual energy. It does. Because a lot of times we just going through the motions and we feel like that's hard, but that's not really hard. Trust and believe. Right? Here's the thing, or here's the challenge, right? That I think about it. Making that decision means rejecting the decision of being decided on what you want. Is basically rejecting what life tries to give you by default. And to do that, most people aren't willing to do that. They aren't willing to give up what they've been taught by default, because a lot of them don't even know that that's what's going on, right? They don't even know that there is even things to change, and therefore they're not even willing to change something different because that's all they know. Listen, from the time that we're born, the world has told us, people have told us, telling us what's quote unquote normal, right? Go to school, get a good job, get married, have kids, retire. But what if that's not the path that you want, right? Have you really ever stopped and asked yourself, what do I want? Not what my parents told me I should want, not what they want, not with my friends, not with social media, but what truly matters to us, what truly matters to you, what truly matters to me. If we don't ask the question, we're gonna constantly go through this whole life on autopilot. We just will. Most people hesitate to make real decisions because they fear that they're making the wrong choice. But here's the biggest thing, right? Not deciding is still a decision. It's still making a decision. You're letting that decision of life choose it for you. You're letting life choose your decision when you don't make a decision, because it's still a decision. We don't need all the answers, but we do have to start moving in a direction, and we'll course correct along the way. It's like learning on the job, right? When you start somewhere and you like, look, I don't know everything, but the more and more time you do it, the more and more time you work at it, you'll learn along the way, right? So let's be real about it. When you decide to break away and pursue something different, people gonna question it. They're not gonna understand it. Your friends might call you crazy. Your family may not see it and really understand why you chose that path, because it's so out of the normal, so out of the comfort zone. Society around you might push back. Because here's the thing. Life is designed to make people fit in and not stand out. But if you truly want something different, and this is something I'm learning every single day, I have to stay conscious of it. If you truly want something different, you have to be willing to break away and create your own lane. That's just what it is. You have to be. And so I want to close with this, right? And again, this is what I'm learning as I go through my journey. The hardest decision isn't about choosing, quote unquote, what to do. It's about choosing to decide at all. It's about just even choosing to make a decision. That's the hardest thing. Again, most of us go through this thing just on autopilot. We just going through the motions. We wake up and it's just, we just so blank. We just like robots. We just going through it. And again, it's not always about knowing what we actually want to do or quote unquote purpose. But I think what I'm learning most right now is just even the power to just decide to do something different. You don't need the world's approval to define your life, man. You don't. You just need to be honest with yourself and just take action day by day, minute by minute, decision by decision. And this is how you start to take back control of your life. But again, it will be the hardest decision you'll ever make in your life. Is to choose just to make a decision. Just choose to make a decision. So listen, drop a comment below. What do you want out of life? Right? No filters, no outside opinions, just you and your truth. What is it that you want? And for me, once I made that decision and constantly having to make that decision, everything changed. Everything. So listen, if you've been watching for a while, subscribe to the Husband Code. If it's your first time, subscribe to the Husband Code. And if you got any value out of this video, hit that like button. And also hit the notification bell, because we're dropping videos like this every single day. And until next time, I appreciate you guys. Much love. Peace.